Good morning. My name is Alienora Browning and I'm a writer. I have had 11 books published thus far, and in this video today I intend to read short sections from 2 of them. So just to let you know, I have been writing a diary for some considerable time. I won't say how many years because that, well, who needs to know? Anyway, several years, shall we say. And in more recent years, I have decided to incorporate small sections of said diary into books which have been published. So they've become sort of true life in the sense that I'm actually writing things that came straight from my emotions and my love of landscape and all the rest of it. So I will just show you the books first. So the first one in which I, if you like, explored this new way of writing was Villa Eden, a Bulgarian travel journal. And this deals with 4 separate visits to Semchinovo and area, most beautiful places in Bulgaria, and my response to the landscape, the water, the wonderful women I was with, and so on and so forth. So this is the one I shall actually read first. I will just flag up the second one at the same time, however, so you know what you're getting. So I've been very lucky in that I've been able to go to a place near Rethymno in Crete on several occasions on holiday. And I've always kept a diary, as I do of everything, of those wonderful holidays. And I put sort of edited highlights of said diaries together in this book, A Cretan Diary, Journey Through the Senses. I love landscape. I'm very inspired by nature. I am an earth sign. And there's just something about the beauty of nature, the wonder of the animals and the birds that we see, and the strange and quite often humorous little things that happen during our lives that really inspire me as a writer. So I shall read from the Bulgarian journal first. So, Sunday, the 9th of February, and I think it was 2020. Woke at 10:12 to sublime sunny beauty. Misty mountains, snow dotting the grass, large solar slats on walls and journal, and a sense of being rested for the first time in what feels like months, and probably is. Blurred brightness of blue sky and cheerfully friendly mixed choir of birdsong. There is something of solar clarity and sharpness in the brittle fall of light here. I say this because the sun falls, flows, and then is caught in the cold air and layers of snow and alchemized into fine streams of light, almost shard-like, attaining the status of fragile fragments of glass from the far distant past, and held for a brief second, then blushing, melting into the pinkness of warm arousal on the face of this Bulgarian part of the world. We are off to the Varvara pools today. The rumour doing the rounds states that the water is really hot. All the better, methinks. Bring it on. God, that moon last night, snow moon in a snowy landscape, and for that moment of late night photograph, a gibbering and demon-like tree sprite dancing in the chilly lunar rays. Fantastic, magical, slightly sinister. Now a milky blue cleavage in the vast breasts of the mountains, and mist rising like steam from a passionate sexual encounter twixt rock and sky. The little cat which wrapped itself round my legs this morning has been defenestrated, gently eased out of a glass door to be precise, and is outside doing feline things. So there is a photo of a snowy Bulgarian scene, and I move swiftly, if I can find the right page. So this was taken from from memory, it would have been, I think, 2014. So one of the lovely holidays I spent in this beautiful part of Crete. And we had a most amazing and quite unexpected adventure up in the mountains. So here we go. New day dawned, and it appeared deceptively cool as we set off at midday for the south coast. The winding mountainous drive was spectacular. Scrubland, olive trees, bright orange geraniums, pink, white and peach oleander, and always the harsh, unrelenting beauty of Cretan rock, in places pale green. At one point, high up, we stopped and, easing ourselves from the hot leather of car seats, walked up the mountain road, seeing great purple mushrooms of wild thyme bushes, seeing the black and brown mountain goats with their huge bells clonging and clanging, picking, in my case, spiky handfuls of the fragrant natural scent of this land and pushing them down into a side pouch of my handbag, there to mingle with lavender and Jerusalem sage. Quite suddenly, we came across an old, rusted and broken down van, painted with startling and humorous colour by W.D., the Cretan Banksy. Alice in Wonderland, cup held in left hand, smiled mysteriously from the front panel, whilst the Cheshire Cat, anything but mysterious, downright sinister, I would have said, leered, smirked, and gurned, think mating between feline and shark, from the fetid inner recesses of said automobile. The white rabbit, fetchingly etched on the far right, gave every appearance of being about to scurry off the van altogether. As we gazed and mused, a car stopped and a dark-complexioned youth stepped out and began to saunter vanwards. "Ah, the Banksy himself," someone exclaimed. We pointed. He smiled. "You painted that?" one of us asked. "He's very good," he said, and then shook his head and smiled, pointing to the small herd of goats tolling their way up the road. "My goats." "Lovely," I said, torn between that and well done, that man. So there he was, a humble goat herd, dropped off by 21st century conveyance, modern technology, iPod, stuck in his ears, clambering up the hillside to do the job done by peasants right back through history to ancient Crete. Next was Treopatra Beach, a long stretch bound on the left-hand side by 3 rocks which gave it its name. Quite a flurry of excitement on the boys' part, thinly disguised disgust, when we saw a few nudists pottering about, mostly middle-aged and frankly past their best. They turned our heads and the teens' stomachs with equal force. Okay, so that just gives you a flavour of my writing style, of some of the amazing and funny and splendid and strange things I have seen on these holidays I've been lucky enough to go on. And yes, I absolutely love doing this. I love writing diaries. I've always been a writer, and recently, and much to my surprise, I've discovered that I love doing videos as well. Probably all those years in the classroom teaching English. You know, you can take the teacher out of the classroom, but can you take the classroom out of the teacher? Right, well, that's quite enough for one day, so bye!